welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I'm a graphic designer, brand designer, and today I'm going to be sharing a few inspiration boards I have for fall. Obviously, fall is such a special time. It's really nice with the weather slowly changing. We can break out those sweaters, we can decorate with a lot of just really fun items. I know fall is such a just wonderful season that a lot of people love and love to experience, including myself. So I've been gathering together a few inspiration pieces that I wanted to focus on for fall, and I also just wanted to use this as a smaller reset within myself as I begin to pull out my sweaters and this season items and my decor pieces and what I want to focus on for this season as I move in, planning it and just my style around it. I want to share with you today a few of these pieces and just pull them into brief mood boards for you to be able to look at, as well review, see my process with it, and this should just overall be a smaller quick video for you to get into the fall mood. So first up, I'm just jumping on my computer here. I'm gonna mostly just be pulling different images and inspiration pieces from Pinterest. So disclaimer that none of these are my photos. I'm just using them off of Pinterest. What I like to do when I'm pulling these is just put together a form of a mood board. This doesn't have to be anything crazy or anything highly produced. I'm just gonna be using Google Slides, putting them in there and setting it up that way. It's super easy to do, to copy and paste, and we'll just set up those boards as I go. Within each of these boards, I'm just breaking them out into 3 different categories. I'm gonna have one as my home inspiration page, I'll have one as my graphics inspiration page, and one as my clothing inspiration page, so I can break out each of these categories. Next, I'm gonna just begin by focusing on clothing and just looking this up on Pinterest and seeing what I can find there. So when it comes to clothing, I'm kind of focusing on 3 different aspects. I've been really loving the inspiration pieces of the different cut off of the sweater vests. I think those have been really cool. I'm loving that V cut as well, and those cream tones, and just more of a vintage overall vibe. I would say throughout all these pieces, you'll see it being heavily influenced by vintage. Overall, I'll also be kind of focusing on 2 different shoe options. Of course, that Birkenstock Boston slide-on shoe is extremely popular. It's extremely back-ordered as well, but I do love that kind of style and that look over the shoe, so I want to pull in some of those pieces. And then I'm also really liking just the slip-on mules as well, more of a professional style look, but you can dress it down as well, and I think they look so cozy with socks. Next up is the graphic illustration pieces. So I just am pulling a variety of different graphic pieces from Pinterest again. I really am liking the vintage style. I love like the classic like New Yorker covers. I love any more of those retro illustrations. I love looking into the typography pieces as well, and just anything that makes it feel like it has a bit of texture as well is really fun to see in graphic illustrations for inspiration pieces. Lastly, for home inspo, I of course love the fall colors. It's some of my favorite colors overall, just lots of different neutrals, different brown tones, a lot of mustards and oranges and maroons and things like that. So of course this is just super fun and easy to naturally introduce into my decor style already. I don't want to be focusing on too many pieces that will be having to be purchased because I want it to be, well, I should say not purchased, but that are standard decor pieces. I want to introduce, of course, a lot of natural materials. This is a great season to do that with. So of course we have a lot of pumpkin pieces that are able to be introduced, and those can be later composted and broken down, as well as natural leaves and dried florals and things like that. I think would be really fun to see in vases throughout my home. And lastly, I'm really liking these like auburn reusable vintage style bottles and covers and things like that. I actually have a few old candles that I cleaned out already that I think would fit perfectly with this. I think this is also something that you could easily find at different thrift stores as well, and I'm excited to continue to look for that throughout the season. That's a quick overview onto my inspiration pieces for this autumn season. I am thinking I might make a few other videos that are in relation to this autumn reset series. If you have any thoughts, let me know down below what you're doing within your own home, what styles you're really liking for this season. I love always talking about these and hearing from you. So yeah, feel free to drop a comment or message me over on Instagram. And if you have any questions about design process or inspiration in that way, you can also send me a message. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.